All right, so if you're watching this video, it means that you're in one of two cases. You've either learned about what SDC Startup School is. This means you have gone through the school, you've earned your certificate. I mean, earned, because it takes a lot of diligence, right, and dedication to actually earn a certificate from SDC Startup School, even though it's self paced, right? So you've earned your certificates and you're ready to go on to the next phase. Two, you are just hearing about the word Launchpad, right? Or even the program, the Launchpad program, and you want to learn more. You want to know what it entails. This video is designed for the both of you. Either you've gone through the startup school or you're just hearing about the Launchpad program for the first time. All right, so what is the Launchpad program about? Really, it came from a lot of students of startup school saying that they want to be able to experience this hands-on. They want to be able to have that hands-on practical experience with the same support system and framework that was taught in the startup school. And so what we did was, okay, why not? Why not create a program and even expound it? Take note. This is not an incubator program. And here's why we say so. You see, in the journey of a startup founder, there are three major phases in that journey. This is different from what is being taught at the startup school about the startup roadmap. This is just about the journey of a founder in discovering the best solution to the problem that he or she has discovered, right? So there's the first stage, which is you're trying to figure out your seed. Like, what exactly am I supposed to be doing? You know, is this the right problem to solve? Am I in the right, phase? Is this really the seed that I want to spend the rest of my life growing? That's what that first stage is about. The second stage is you found that seed and you need to nurture it, right? So this is, think about plantation, think about farming, right? You water it, you put it in a nursery, you're able to observe the growth. Think of it, and that is what we now call like the incubator program, right? You incubate on that idea. The third phase is where you now have like quite probably like a mature plant, and then you want to place that in the forest and you want it to grow at such a very fast rate. So SDC Startup School and the Launchpad program is at that first stage of figuring out which seed, because you want to know the right seed to plant. Do I want to plant an orange seed, or do I want to plant a bean seed, or something else, right? That is what that phase is about. It's about giving you clarity, because you don't want to spend the rest of your life not doing what you ought to be doing, not knowing how to go about what you should be doing. And that's the essence of that phase. This means that once you're done figuring out the seed, getting that clarity, we can then hand you over to an incubator program. And some of you might end up just, going on and building it by yourself, because the frameworks of the Launchpad program really helps you figure that out. So this is the website of SD Startup School. www.sdstartupschool, and you can literally just go there and sign up. So let's talk a bit about the Launchpad, right? If you click on the Launchpad link, it should take you directly to the Launchpad registration page, where you get to see some of the perspective and views of people who have participated in the Launchpad program. This is, very little compared to some of the really incredible testimonials that we receive from people who participate as launchers. And yes, once you become a part of the Launchpad program, you become a launcher, right? You become a launcher. That's the name that we give. And what is the Launchpad program? It's an 8-week graduate program of the Startup School, where you get to spend time with a lot of your friends and colleagues that have gone through the startup school and now are ready to build, ready to discover that seed that they're going to spend the rest of their lives doing. So you just go and click on register. And yes, it's an 8-week program, right? Because the journey of getting clarity takes time. And right, we want to put you around the right people to help you discover that seed. And yes, it's not just me teaching. As a matter of fact, I spend very little time teaching. We bring a lot of incredible, facilitators to actually take on specific topics. It's not topics you see out there. Remember, that's how we flow, right? Not many topics that you see out there. It's tailored to you. Before I get back to how to become a launcher, let's look at some of the benefits that you get to enjoy. The first is you get to build as a team. Now, we have two major tracks, which you must have seen in this page. We have two major tracks. Either you're coming in as an individual. This means you come in as an individual, we put you in a team of four people, and you go out there, find a problem, solve that problem within your team. The essence is for you to be able to know what it means to actually discover that seed. You don't Typically the people who participate in this don't have like a specific area that they're interested in, but they just want to see what it feels like to be a founder for a period of time. And that's think of that as a simulation, right? You get to do that with a team, low cost for you to actually know what it means to be a founder. And for the second category, you have your head on something and you really want to do the startup thing, then you should register for this, because then you can come with your team. We will, support you, and the support will be tailored to that particular industry that you want to spend time building at, right? So that's what it means to build as a team. Regardless, nobody's an individual. You work. Some people, I would say even get their co-founders, right, in the program. Literally get their co-founders in the program. This another thing I want to point out is the access to guest founders. This is something we take very seriously. If you're part of the SDC Startup School, you know that we take this absolutely seriously, right? We go through case studies of different founders that we've interviewed on the podcast, right? So now these people that you've been hearing about, you've heard their stories, they're going to actually show up. Yes, they will show up as guest founders and they will give you some really interesting details that you did not hear or will never hear on any podcast program, right? It's designed to be an open, transparent, experience for founders to actually know what it means to really, really build in Africa as a whole. There are many other benefits which I don't have the time to go through, but trust me, the most important benefit you're going to take out of this program is clarity and friendship and community of founders. One of the biggest things that you can do for yourself as a founder is just being around people also building like you. You can ask questions, you can support one another, you can grow together. And when you become successful, you guys can be like, oh, you remember when we used to do this and do that? That's really the beauty of the entire experience, right? We have a number of partners that are really committed to helping you in your journey, such that even after you're done and even during the program, you get continuous support. So, for example, some of our partners are giving up to $10,000 worth of support, right? And many other tools accessible to you for free just because you are a launcher, literally, just because you're a launcher, right? Even up to workstations, access to workstations in a number of cities, right, across the continent. So, this is definitely something to take advantage of. Let's now talk about how to become a launcher. What does it take to become a launcher? Simple. All you have to do is first obtain your certificate from a startup school. Yes, you have to complete every session of the foundational class and earn your certificate to actually start your process of being a launcher. You need to have that foundation laid. You need to learn the principles that have been taught. Once you get your certificate, you go onto the registration portal, which I'm going to get to very soon, and you register. Once you register, you await a notification if you have been selected. Yes, there is a selection process. Yes, because we have to really assess the quality of people and their interest in actually being a part of this for a very, very long period of 8 weeks. It takes a lot of time and commitment. So you have to really show that. And then once you're done, you pay your fees and you resume. So that's pretty much the entire summary. This is just a picture of the last demo day, which is like the final day that really tests your ability to present and pitch. I mean, we have a couple of founders who had like shaky knees just before the main day, but when they showed up on the main day, it was, they did well. They did well compared to the tension that they were under. So this is a good opportunity for you to experience that whole process of pitching. And yes, you will get a lot of knowledge on that. And resources are available as well for that. So that is pretty much it. Let's have a look at the registration portal so that you can, see what it looks like. It's a very simple portal that just allows you to fill up a couple of details that we need from you so that we can get to know you a bit more. So let me just reload that so that it can pop up for us. All right, great. So just fill in your name, your last name, your email address. Let's get to a very important question that we asked, which is what track are you taking? So you get to pick the track that you want to take. Yes, have you or any team member of yours actually obtained the certificate? So we have situations where maybe one team member is applying on behalf of the team. That's for the startup track. You just need to confirm if someone on that team has got a certificate. The best and ideal position is everybody getting the certificate. The program is for 8 weeks. There's always that question of, are you ready? And then you fill up like 300 words just to let us know why you should be accepted in the program. Provide us with some links to help us learn about you or about your startup if it's a startup track you're choosing, and you get to also ask us some questions as well and submit. And yeah, you just hold on to when you get your email, that really amazing email that says congratulations, you've been accepted. So that is pretty much the process, in simple terms. I look forward to you actually being a part of the Launchpad program. You've listened to me, you've watched me. I look forward to actually talking with you, having those one-on-one sessions where we get to dive deep into those really nerve-wracking situations, those moments where you're very confused, not sure, have questions. Okay, how do I do this? What do I do? And then by the time you're done, everything is calm, you have clarity, you know what to do, and you're ready to take on the world. You're ready to make Africa a better place because of the solutions that you bring to life. All right, that brings me to the end of this, and I will see you soon.